with Jake Soyle portraying his unobtrusive and tranquil life as head of the Omaticaya faction and raising a family with his significant other Neytiri, which incorporates his children Neteyam and Loic and his girl Tuk, his embraced little girl Kiri, brought into the world from effortlessness Augustine's out-cold Navi symbol, and a human kid named Bug, the child of Miles Quaritch who was brought into the world on Pandora however couldn't be shipped to Earth in cryostasis. While Jake can acknowledge Insect as an embraced child, Neytiri is skeptical of him given his human starting points. Nonetheless, every one of the kids blend and mingle well with one another including Bug, whom Kiri is loving with despite the fact that he is a human. Bug doesn't embrace his human legacy and feels more leaned to Navi culture and customs. They have a typical existence until one day they notice a weird star in the night sky. Sadly, they understand it's a RDA space transport with people getting back to Pandora to colonize it, raising another vitally working base once more. Among the fresh debuts in the boat is Colonel Quaritch, who has been cloned into a Navi body and with his recollections transferred from before his demise. Accordingly, Quaritch can't recall his downfall on account of Jake yet is simply ready to remember the occasions before and his vindictive mission to kill Jake. To keep the RDA from taking advantage of Pandora once more, Jake drives an essential guerrilla activity against the RDA supply lines, debilitating them. In one of the tasks, Loic, who defies Neteyam and anxious to show what him can do, attempts to help Jake in fight however gets injured. Jake safeguards and trains him to not imperil his own well-being by being crazy. That evening, while at the same time keeping an eye on his injuries, Nethri serenely reminds Jake to be not excessively unforgiving with Loic, to which Jake communicates his anxiety as a dad for the well-being of his kids. In the meantime, the reprisal follow-up on the RDA supply lines doesn't agree with Quaritch, who starts a hunt mission to kill Jake. During a fun-loving endeavor, Jake's youngsters alongside Insect investigate further into the rainforest. Unbeknownst to them, Quaritch and his group are at a similar area investigating the site where Quaritch will see his human remaining parts. A perceptive Loic sees their presence and rapidly illuminates his dad Jake, who is made aware of the circumstance. In any case, a conflict happens and Quaritch's crew catches Jake's youngsters. Jake and Neytiri show up in time and free the majority of them, however Bug is taken by Quaritch, who remembers him as his child. On board the boat, the RDA attempts to coercively extricate data about Jake from Insect, who will not give. Evolving system. Quaritch tends to Bug as his child and furthermore to make sense of more about the Navi in return for his opportunity on his side. Despite the fact that unhelpful and uninformed about Quaritch's real mission, Insect shows Quaritch Navi culture. Quaritch is likewise effectively ready to tame an Ikran flying animal as his vehicle. Realizing the peril, Bug's information on his whereabouts stances to their security and furthermore to stay away from another fiasco, Jake persuades a hesitant Nethri and his family to